What makes this so special, dude? And I'm gonna say it one time, and I need you to hear me in the back.
All right.
Is the fact that we've been told for like basically 10, 15 years that men aren't allowed to be men. And she came around at like just the right time. She goes, you know what? Fuck all that. I'm gonna flash my fucking giant tits everywhere I can. And we're like, God damn, give me a hell yeah.
Give me a hell yeah. You know what, dude? That is a great take. And I think you're right. Like, she's like, there's all this, again, guys, no sports, no politics. And honestly, I mean, we're feminists on this show. But I mean, as far as like talk about the patriarchy and women's rights and all that stuff, she's like, yeah, that's cool and all. But what about these gigantic tits? Like, I mean, if that's what you want to talk about, sure, we could talk about that.
Yeah, she's like, have you guys ever seen my tits before though? Dude, it's awesome. It's the best thing that's happened in fucking years. And I feel like we've been talking about it for 2 years, but that's fair enough because it's 1 year for each tit, which is deserving.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Now, she's just coming off the heels of the controversial jeans ad. Let's not forget that, she had the ad where she's talking about my jean. Some people's eyes are blue, or no, what was it? I forget what it was, but she's talking about her jeans.
Yeah, she's like, I think she said some people have fascinations with Hitler, but I just have good genes.
Yeah, something like that. So, she's been people are kind of split on her a little bit, especially women. Women think that she's doing too much. She's trying to, she's what's it called? Taking, you know, I guess taking some of the respect and all that stuff that they've earned throughout the years with the Me Too movement and all that stuff, taking it away from uh, their side because she's just flashing her tits everywhere and being kind of
Fucking awesome. God, we got to appreciate this moment. This is one of those moments where you go, like, I wish somebody would tell you you're in the good times while they're happening. This is it. This is it. She's got giant fucking knockers and she just showed them all over town so the entire internet can see them. This is the best moment of our entire generation. This is fucking it. We got to appreciate these fucking beautiful breasts.
Now, what's interesting is I was texting you about this a little bit earlier this week, and I was like, man, tits are like so in right now because I feel like because of her, because she's like, that's clearly her best asset,
Dude,
I mean, I was talking to my buddies a little bit, and I was like, my friend Cutter, he was like, she's so insanely beautiful, and I was like, let's be honest, she does have a little bit a hint of the downs in her
he
face.
even sounds kind of gay when he says that.
I know,
Dude, she's so exquisite.
I know, dude. I was like, all right, pause, dog. Come on,
Pause.
But her face is it's like 3% busted. Her face, right? Would you agree or no?
Yeah.
Okay. And I was like, but I mean, we've talked about this before, but that is what an element that you need to have that next level of beauty. You need to have a little bit of ugliness, because if you just have Insta face, you're not going to get this attention that that she's getting.
Yeah, it's kind of like it almost removes that thinly veiled thing that we all hate about women. Not to say that we hate women, obviously, but the thing where they, like, a woman can flash cleavage in an office place and then do the whole "excuse me, my eyes are up here" thing, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
when a woman is a little bit ugly in the face and she's just for the pure love of the game, going out just exposing her massive mammers. You go, this woman really appreciates the craft because she
Yeah.
knows what it's like. She knows what it was like before she had giant tits and what it was like after. She realizes the power of these things. She's harnessing it for the greater good.
Yeah, yeah, I think you're right. My dog, MK the fourth, he says, Trump find out she's a registered Republican and go bonkers over it? I don't know. There's definitely some talk about her being a Republican, because her like aunt had a MAGA themed birthday party, and people were pissed off because she was like at a party where everyone was wearing red hats and shit like that. So you might be right. Um, but Pia says she's not Pam Anderson in the 90s. She won't be dressing like that in 10 years. She looks great.
Whoa,
Yeah,
wait a
that's
second.
great.
Can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Can you pull up the video of Sydney Sweeney with Jamie Lee Curtis on this same red carpet event?
Oh, yeah.
Because I do. This is a great point. Like the fact that she won't be looking like that in 10 years. Obviously, of course not. Like 10 years ago, I looked like not a fucking Gila monster, right? Like I looked decent. Now I look like fucking gargoyle every day of my life. My teeth are yellow, they're rotting out of my head. I look horrific compared to what I look like 10 years from now. The point is, as long as you are capitalizing on how you look at this very precise moment,
Yeah.
that's what makes her special. The fact that she realizes, yes, she's a little fug in the face,
Mhm.
but she's got just the perfect tits. And I don't honestly, I don't even care at this point if they're real or fake. Do you?
Oh, they're real. I know they're real. I care desperately about that. And I know because I don't know, there's something about just, when it's if I don't want to get into I don't know my analysis of fake versus about my how I feel about bolt-ons, dude. You know.
Right. Yeah.
Um no, but they're definitely real, dude. They're definitely real. I mean, she's talked about how she almost got a reduction when she was younger. And I think her mom or someone told her she would regret it, and she
Ah,
obviously didn't.
thank
Um,
we should all be thanking Christ to her mom. For her mom. Like, that is
all
what a
right,
good mother.
so
Dude.
here's that video of her and Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah.
What do you want to say about it?
Well, so I threw this. This is kind of funny. I threw this in the IDM chat on the Patreon,
Uh-huh.
and I said more as like a social commentary type of thing. I said, "Can somebody get this old man out of the shot?" And one of the IDM listeners, um, some Phil Johnson, I think. Maybe I shouldn't put his whole name on blast. He responds with literally like a video without Jamie Lee Curtis in the shot. I was like,
Oh my
dude, I'll
god, that's
take it.
awesome. That's crazy.
He took it
Uh,
very literally, and I was like, you know what? This is a moment for me where I need to retrace my steps and go. Maybe I wasn't explicit enough.
bro, you know what's interesting is like Jamie Lee Curtis, not only Jamie Lee Curtis, but also Sharon Stone was kind of like propping her up a little bit during this whole thing, and kind of co-signing her and what she's doing. Um, which is interesting because like when people think of you know A-list actresses, especially like hot ones. I mean, because both Jamie Lee Curtis and Sharon Stone back in the day were foxes. Um, you think of like that movie The Substance that came out last year,
Yeah.
where what's her name? G.I. Jane was Demi Moore is playing this lady who's like desperately clinging on to being one of the hot, actresses of the 90s, and doing everything they can to fight against the new hot chicks that are like getting all the attention now. So like you sort of think that's what their mindset is in Hollywood. If you like were known as a hot actress, to be kind of like jealous and bitter about this new hot chick that's just straight up showing her tits on a red carpet. But I gotta admit, it's a little endearing to see these old broads be like, no offense, you know what I'm saying, but to be like, you know what, give it up for this chick and her huge knockers, you know.
Isn't that great? Isn't that awesome? Isn't that truly? I mean,
Yeah.
I think we're so inundated with like performative like nonsense from the social media era. Isn't that genuine women empowerment?
I,
Women lifting up other women, even if it is just for their looks.
you're right. You're right. It's like this is what she's doing, you know. This is what she's got going on. You know, give it up for her.
Yeah, so be it. If 1,000 dudes in India are gonna fucking jerk off and blow giant nuts onto their phone screens
Oh,
after this comes out.
I don't know why India had to come into this. By the way, did you hear that India they have a population of 1.45 billion people and they've never qualified for the World Cup in the history of the World Cup. Anyways.
You're never gonna let me live that down.
Anyways, I mean, I don't really have much analysis on this other than I'm glad that she is bringing busties to the forefront of the American collective consciousness, and I'm proud of her. It makes me want to watch her movies. Not honestly, not just because of her busties, but because I'm like, I like that this chick is just like kind of giving the middle finger to people who, because there are plenty of people who object to what she's doing.
If you
You
think
know,
about it, and I don't mean to put her on too much of a pedestal, but doesn't it take a lot of courage to be this girl in Hollywood right now? And please
uh,
don't Macklemore me for this one, please. But
I need you to give me a little bit more
no, I mean
detail.
to be the only one just vigorously flaunting her giant cans all the time at a time when we know what's popular is Brazilian fake asses, when we know what's popular is women trying to talk about how great they are at whatever craft it is that they do because that should supersede their physical features. She comes out almost as the Rosa Parks of her generation.
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
she says, you
the
know
Rosa
what?
Parks of knockers. Yeah.
She says, I'm going to sit wherever I damn well please and let these giant busties flow out of my dress. I mean, she truly is an icon. It's brave.
Yeah, dude. This is you know what? You're on to something, dude. This is women's empowerment. Showing your gigantic knockers through a thin veil of a fabric that is almost non-existent. Um, we do have a little bit of controversial opinions in the chat, though. Our girl Pia says Pam Anderson's way hotter. Um,
You're talking about Pam Anderson in 2025 because I'm telling you, she draws on her eyebrows now.
yeah, you know what? To each their own. Pam Anderson in the '90s for sure. She owned the '90s. Um, but this is different, dude. It's it's almost like um because you know with Calvin Klein, you've seen the Calvin Klein ads and all that stuff, like um of big fat people, you know, big fat models, plus size models. It's almost like you don't get as much social currency as you did in the '90s for being a hot chick, you know.
I agree. I totally
Uh,
agree.
so yeah, I don't know. It's different.
And I want to say one more thing about these just superfluous fucking breasties is that, you know, when it comes to the argument of whether or not they're real or fake, this is what's special about this photo and this photo shoot. You cannot fake the sheer girth of those areolas. I mean, they're so thick and round. It's the most genuine thing I've laid eyes on.
Oh man. All right. You know what? I could go on and on and on, but we should we've got other topics, and we have to get to the actually, you know what? Again, PS says giant boobs, and not that's the other thing. She's not wearing a bra. That's what's pretty wild about this, you know?
Dude, I mean, she is the most empowered woman.